Welcome language learners from all around the globe to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Goth Weekend. When you think about English seaside towns, you might picture sunny beaches, ice cream, and seagulls in the sky. But something different and a bit darker is happening in one coastal town twice a year, and it captures the interest of Goths, alternative fans, and curious tourists. It's called the Whitby Goth Weekend, and it's a unique event that mixes tradition, music, fashion, and a lot of Gothic charm. Whitby is a lovely fishing town by the sea in North Yorkshire, and it's known for its history and stories. People remember it for famous people like Captain Cook and Dracula. The connection to Dracula fits well with the Whitby Goth Weekend, because it's all about celebrating mysterious and eerie things. This event began in 1994 and has grown popular, attracting people from all around the world. The Whitby Goth Weekend isn't just a regular gathering, it's an experience that surrounds you. As you get closer to the town, you'll see it transform. The pretty streets with cobblestones and old buildings turn into a dark and Gothic wonderland, with people dressed in Victorian-style clothes, leather, lace, and lots of dramatic makeup. It's a chance to show your inner goth in all its glory. One of the main things at the Whitby Goth Weekend is the live music. They have lots of different bands and artists playing, so there's something for everyone's music taste in the alternative scene. You'll hear songs with eerie melodies and deep lyrics that connect with your emotions and bring people together. One of the highlights of the Whitby Goth Weekend is the famous Whitby's Top Goth competition. This is where people show off their best Gothic outfits, inspired by all kinds of Gothic styles. People get very creative, and the competition is fun and artistic. Whitby is a great place to explore besides the official events. There's the impressive Whitby Abbey on top of a cliff, and it's pretty spooky and gothic looking. Don't forget to visit the famous graveyard that inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula if you're a fan of books. What's really cool about the Whitby Goth Weekend is that it's a place where you can be yourself without anyone judging you. Even though it's about gothic and dark themes, it's warm and welcoming. You could meet lots of people who have similar interests. It's a place where everyone can be themselves, which is pretty amazing. While you're exploring Whitby, you should definitely try the food. Besides the usual fish and chips by the sea, there are some gothic-themed treats like black ice cream, dark cocktails, and goth-inspired cupcakes. It's a unique food adventure. The Whitby Goth Weekend is more than just an event. It's a way of life, a culture, and a community. It's where people go to express themselves, be part of something special, and enjoy the mysterious world of goth. So whether you're a hardcore goth or just curious about the darker side of things, make sure to remember the date of the next Whitby Goth Weekend. It's an experience that will stay with you and make you want to return to this seaside town over and over again. Whitby is where darkness and delight meet, and it's a perfect match for Gothic fans. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.